Part 318. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 3171. He couldn't lick his lips, and while talking, his eyes flashed with a different kind of brilliance. The excitement in my heart at this moment is hard to express in words. All in all, it looks a little sloppy. He is sure that he will succeed. Immediately, he couldn't directly rush out of the box. 200,000. 200,000 high-grade star cores. He couldn't say a word, completely shaking the surrounding area. So arrogant. These two idiots came out to show off again. What the hell, I can't stabilize my mentality. 210,000 high-grade star cores have been smashed into the water before, and now this is again? Haven't you learned the slightest lesson from the previous ones? This is the world of the boss. Completely crush all disobedient gestures. It does look like that. This is so real. After a short glance, the discussion could not help but increase. 200,000 top-grade star cores, this is no longer a price that ordinary people can afford. In other words, this is the sky-high price. Faced with such a sky-high price, what else can others say? Just keep quiet. As for the rest, there is no need to talk nonsense, just calm down and stabilize everything. Damn it, although he is a dandy, I want to be such a dandy too. This guy is too arrogant. Holding hundreds of thousands of high-grade star cores, awesome. Why can't I get it out all the time? Hey, my scalp is so humming numb. Who said that's not the case? My brain hurts. Hold on, don't be crushed directly. Sweeping and coming, the mentality collapsed. Don't be too rough, be a little restrained. What if there are more star cores? When you meet such a prodigal son, can this family fortune be kept? Hey, I think this is really mysterious. This road is basically blocked, and the road ahead is boundless. What? It's not. It really looks like this, but there's nothing you can do about the others. Why is this the case? Speaking of which, this time, Fang Fan, the heroic boss, doesn't seem to be doing anything, so I'm a little curious. Yeah, the previous two games were dominated by Fang Fan. The discussion continues. At this moment, there is no voice to continue to increase the price. Even Chen Tianwei, the dean of the Black and White Academy, was a little hesitant when faced with the sky-high price of 200,000 top-grade star cores. If he gritted his teeth, he could take out the 200,000 top-grade star cores, but these were basically the schooling expenses of the Black and White Academy. If they were all used up, the Black and White Academy would also fall apart in the future. Thinking about this, a look of embarrassment suddenly appeared on his face. As for the others, there is no need to say much. Anyway, it is good to keep stable in this mentality, and staying is the necessary choice. The current highest auction price for 10 healing cards is 200,000 high-grade star cores. The highest auction price in this auction has been refreshed again and again. Is there a higher price? A healing card that can instantly heal injuries. It has never appeared on the market. This is also the first time I have appeared. 200,000 high-grade star cores for the first time. 200,000 high-grade star cores for the second time. 200,000 high-grade star cores for the third time. Good. Very perfect. Make a deal. Let us give our warmest applause. Congratulations to the honored guests in box 13 on the third floor. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 3172. Auctioneer 11er yelled as much as she could. While roaring, his body couldn't help trembling. As he spoke, his teeth were chattering crazily. This moment is the most authentic emotional expression from the heart. At this moment, it has become swaying. This auction road is full of muddy swamps. Young master has already said that. Antagonizing Ben Shao will not end well. Hee hee. Master General Ben will hold a special healing card auction after this auction is over. At that time, this young master will take out 5 healing cards for auction. I hope everyone can come to appreciate your face. He couldn't raise his head proudly, and while talking, the corners of his mouth raised wildly, and the gleam in his eyes grew more and more as he spoke, and his facial expressions flickered at this moment. The thoughts gradually became extremely real. Needless to say about other things for the time being, this thought has gradually become extremely pure. Thinking about it, it's actually like that. Hold on, don't wave. When it's time to take off, don't hold back. When it's time to explode, don't hang on. Anyway, it was a wave of direct thrusts. This black helpless wishful thinking is really good. He actually wanted to take out 5 healing cards to hold a special auction. It can only be said that this idea is good. As for the result, it is doomed to be cool. If these 10 healing cards are really orphans, and there are no other healing cards left in the world, then if he does this, it can indeed be used as an excellent gimmick. In this way, if the auction is separated, there may be some other gains. But there are still many. Alright. Let's continue to bid for the next auction item. This time, it's still a surprise. This time there are still 10 healing cards. Surprised or surprised? A wave of howls followed, and the atmosphere of the audience froze instantly. For a moment, I was dumbfounded. What a good guy, what a good guy. Can't you follow along and stop for a while? My brain, it hurts, doesn't it? The mind is also trembling violently. It exploded directly. The smile on Haofu's face disappeared in an instant, replaced by vicious eyes. Damn it! Asshole! Bastard! Why are you doing these things again? What the hell are you kidding with him? It shouldn't be like this. This is far too different from what was expected. He couldn't bear the pressure and grievance. Damn you bastard! The roars continued one after another, and the attitude of gnashing one's teeth gathered in an all-round way. At this moment, the mentality has exploded. The farewell thoughts gathered here, and the eyes gradually became erratic. To say 1,000 words and 10,000 words is actually the same thing. As for the rest, I can still talk about chicken. Why? Why am I always the one who's hurt? Why did you cheat me like this? Whirring. Why didn't you tell me before it wasn't an orphan? You are tricking me into bidding. Tianlan Chamber of Commerce. Shameless. Bastards. They're all bastards. Damn it. All have to be cut off. All be cut off. What the hell are they all? The yelling could not help but followed, and the black lines on his forehead grew more and more. He couldn't mess up his hair, and immediately rushed to the auction stage and roared. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3173. Don't talk about face at this moment, even the lining is completely discarded. To be honest, this is really embarrassing. Disgraceful and lost at home. Don't play if you can't afford it. Don't come up with this kind of food and playful state. Master Haofu. Please step back. Our Tianlan Chamber of Commerce has never said that these 10 healing cards are orphans. Everything is your own speculation. Now that the deal has been concluded, if you continue to mess around here, don't blame me for being rude. A cold snort followed, and Zhao Zun, the senior manager of Tianlan Chamber of Commerce, stood up and stabilized the audience. This time, Heifu couldn't just be making noise for no reason at all. To put it bluntly, it is suicidal. I really don't know how this brain grows. What's going on in my head? Everyone is an adult, and since they are adults, they should be responsible for their actions. As for those who do not have it, do you want to follow the trouble? In the end, what's going on? What about dying? Or die? Doesn't this work feel far-fetched? Don't be too clear about the state of the bastard. You're welcome. Hee hee. I want to see, how can I be rude? Young master's star cores are all lost here. I lost all my money. Your Tianlan Chamber of Commerce is not a good thing. Damn it. Labor and management have already seen through it. It's just cheating labor and management. Labor and management understood it from the beginning. Go away. Go away. If you don't give me an explanation today, this young master will never give up. Heh. He, with this auction of yours, is it possible that you still want to continue running it? I tell you, it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. You guys really think too much. This road has been cut off. Think about it in your heart. What is the situation? You have to be a little bit in your heart. The roaring sounds continued one after another, and the gestures of gnashing teeth followed in an all-round way. At this moment, the changes in facial expressions were particularly real. After all, that's exactly what happened. Feel it a little bit, it seems very real. As for the rest, no one cares at all. Master! Stop it! Go back! What you do, you have to admit. Our Dark Academy is not so shameless. Come back. The haggard old man walked over with a dark face, and then pulled He Fang Fang, ready to take him away. Don't pull me. Don't pull me. Dog. How dare you come to control me? How long has it been since I didn't teach you a lesson, so you don't know how powerful I am? Get out. Get out. He couldn't move his eyes horizontally, as if he wanted to attack the withered old man. He habitually raised his palm and wanted to slap him. Snapped. The loud slap sound is particularly crisp. Snapped. Clap clap. After the last slap was over, there were 7 or 8 consecutive slaps suddenly. This time it wasn't Heifu's slap, but the withered old man started to slap Heifu one after another. Some things can be done once or twice, but don't repeat it over and over again. Get back. Otherwise, I will break your leg for the palace master. The withered old man's complexion gradually became vicious, and the moment he said a word, the surrounding atmosphere changed instantly. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3174. Hey, the master of the Dark Academy, was stunned in place. At this moment, he stared at the surroundings in astonishment, and the whole person was in a state of stupidity. Impossible. Impossible. You bastard, what on earth is this trying to do? Now even this old guy dares to fight back. Is he black and shameless? The Star Core has been pitted so much, and now it has been slapped so many times. Heifu's gaze became more and more sinister. At this moment, he even had the urge to draw his sword. It's a big deal, the swords are facing each other. But after a little thought, he gave up. Or, take it easy. He doesn't want to die. At this moment, the haggard old man was really angry. This guy is a high-ranking saint. If he really did it, he might be suppressed in an instant. This feeling is not as good as imagined. After thinking about it for a while, I immediately felt chills all over my body. If this old guy really went crazy, his little life would be ruined directly. Thinking about it so far, I should do it or I have to do it. He couldn't go back to box number 13 on the 3rd floor, and he was still full of anger in his heart. Getting scammed again and again. The sense of sadness in my heart was about to collapse immediately. There is nothing to say about the burst of mentality. Damn. Anyone who offends this young master counts as one, and this young master will never let it go. When this young master finds an opportunity, kill them all. Hay couldn't clenched his teeth creaked suddenly, and the seeds of hatred had been slowly planted. The storm is about to come, what should come will still come. Hay couldn't lick his lips, thinking to himself, the gleam in his eyes erupted in full force. Although there was a small episode in the middle, it is clear that the overall scene can still be stabilized. The overall situation is quite stable. The healing cards continue to sell well. Although this time was not as crazy as before, a group of 10 healing cards was still auctioned for a high price of 95,000 high-grade star cores. Subsequent auctions will probably follow this rhythm. A group of 10 healing cards can almost be auctioned for 50,000 to 100,000 high-grade star cores. With these 100 healing cards alone, Fang Fan gathered almost 800,000 high-grade star cores. Call. Everything is in the established rhythm. Including these 800,000, the number of star cores in my hand has already exceeded 1 million. But there are still a few million high-grade star cores, too few. More than 1 million top-grade star cores are only enough for a 7-star peak sanctuary to be promoted to an 8-star peak sanctuary. And the star cores in the hands of all the bidders have basically been searched. The bidders with a certain amount of assets are basically hollowed out. There are still 100 normal sanctuary level serum cards left. The price of this auction should not be as high as the healing card. The scale of this auction is not small, but it is still difficult to meet my requirements. Fang Fan groaned, thinking secretly in his heart. When his thoughts were empty, Fang Fan suddenly felt a scorching light covering his back. Taking a quick glance, Bai Piao stared at him with bright eyes. From time to time, I still have to take a breath, and the expression and posture are very touching. Boy Fang Fan. Also earned nearly 1 million high-grade star cores. Call. Tisk tisk tisk. Blood earned. Boy Fang Fan, why don't I take out some healing cards and go out to bid? Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3175. Bai Piao rolled his eyes, and then he was about to take out a few healing cards close to him. These healing cards were given to him by Fang Fan before. Now that the market is saturated, it doesn't make much sense to continue to take out healing cards. Besides, these healing cards are all life-saving. You took them all out. If you encounter any danger in the future, wouldn't you just die? Fang Fan shrugged, then said calmly. Hey. Fang Fan boy, with you here, are you willing to let me be on the spot? Ah, do you think it's possible? Bai Piao shrugged his shoulders, what he said was justified. This guy is still bragging here. It can only be said that it looks really floating. It's time to start doing things in an all-round way. How is this impossible? If you want to take out this life-saving fetish and bid for it, I won't stop you. Fang Fan shrugged his shoulders, and the corners of his mouth rose in an all-round way, and his facial expression gradually changed to a particularly pure one. Bai Piao thought for a while, and then couldn't help but let out a soft sigh. Immediately afterwards, I thought about it on the sidelines. Probably just complaining that he missed a large amount of star core again. This feeling is so exciting. The brain buzzed instantly. Thinking about this, I sigh full of desire. After all, that's probably the case. Master, Master. I have been promoted. I've upgraded. At the same time, Fang Fan's mind suddenly heard the crisp voice of Zhan Tianjian and Sword Spirit. From her pleasant voice, it can be heard that she is in a very comfortable mood at the moment. Fang Fan squinted his eyes for a moment to feel it, and suddenly his eyes lit up. Intermediate Saint level. Promoted so quickly. Fang Fan was stunned for a moment, and now he was a little stunned. Master, thank you for allowing me to devour the supreme demigod level magic bamboo. Now the cracks in my body have been mended a lot. By the way, Master, I seem to have memorized the first 3 moves of the Heaven Zhanjian. The first sword to cut the sky, the second sword to cut the sky, and the third sword to cut the sky. Master, I'll transmit it right away. Zhan Tianjian and Sword Spirit continued to speak excitedly. Immediately, a lot of sword moves suddenly appeared in Fang Fan's mind. 3 heaven-slashing swords. This name is plain and unpretentious. But the trick here. Call. Extraordinary. Exquisite. Nice one. Fang Fan's eyes lit up, and while he was talking, his facial expression changed very realistically. At this moment, his thoughts gathered here, and his whole body became ecstatic. These things are fully gathered in my mind, and my thoughts are also bursting out in an all-round way. The feelings gradually become deeper. However, it takes a lot of spiritual energy to cast the 3 heaven-slashing swords. It can only be used as a stunt at the bottom of the box. But in any case, there is an extra trump card. Fang Fan nodded silently, which was a surprise. At this moment, there was another burst of noise in the auction hall. Zhao Zun, the senior manager of the Tianlan Chamber of Commerce, played again. As before, I also took out a card to introduce. However, this seems to be a bit different from the previous healing card. This is called a serum card. After any cultivator below the Holy Venerable Realm uses one, all the erysipelas and soul poisons in the body will disappear. Besides, after using it, you won't be backlashed by demons. Both your body and mind will instantly enter a state of innocence. I have personally practiced the serum card, and the effect is better than what I described. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3176. Zhao Zun came to the stage in person, and immediately launched a comprehensive publicity. While speaking, the gleam in his eyes grew more and more, and the corners of his mouth also rose in an all-round way. Needless to say other things for the time being, this kind of feeling can't help but increase. After experiencing the miraculous effect of the previous healing card, at this moment, no one has much doubt about the effect of the serum card. And if there is such an effect, then it will naturally be followed by a comprehensive snatch. With such an opportunity in front of him, should he just watch him miss it? No. Impossible. Impossible. Thinking about this, the gleam in his eyes grew more and more, and the sound of breathing gradually became extremely rapid. Erysipelas, I have been suppressed by erysipelas for tens of thousands of years. If it weren't for this, my cultivation base would have been promoted long ago. This serum card must be mine. Good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. Damn, I know it's a good thing, but what's the use? The star core in my hand was consumed in the previous healing card auction. Snap. It's gone. What a day. If I had known that there was such a serum card, I should have been more careful in the first place. Hey, missed the opportunity. What a pity. Grit your teeth and keep sprinting forward. Don't panic, keep going. Who wants a healing card? Sell 5 of them at a low price, and I want to return the funds to bid for the serum card. The atmosphere of the audience suddenly became lively. The state at the moment is also very good. Zhao Zun, the senior manager of Tianlan Chamber of Commerce, nodded silently, and was not surprised by this situation. He had predicted it all. Whether it is a serum card or a healing card, they are all extraordinary existences. It is not impossible to say that it is a fetish. All in all, it looks so powerful. Invisibly, it gives people a sense of endless shock in the depths of the soul. Thinking up to this point, the thoughts are also completely churning. All in all, that's about it. Bidding for serum cards is the same as bidding for healing cards, it is also a group of 10. As soon as the auctioneer 11ER called out the starting price, the voice of the price increase was all over the place. 10,000. 20,000. 25,000. Prices are rising steadily. The 10 serum cards of the first group were finally sold for 70,000 top-grade star cores. This is not because the allure of the serum card is not as good as the healing card. It can only be said that there are really not many bidders who can take out tens of thousands of high-grade star cores. All of them were hollowed out. Even in this case, each set of 10 serum cards can basically be auctioned for a price of around 50,000 top-grade star cores. Some bidders, seeing that they were running out of funds, simply joined other bidders in a full-blown auction. In this way, after the auction is successful, the division of serum cards will be carried out. All of a sudden, crowdfunding prevailed in the auction venue. In a box on the second floor, Shang Wenchen, captain of the first-year representative team of the Dark Academy, has been observing Fang Fan's movements. It's a real hammer. The healing card and the serum card must have been written by him. Whether it's a healing card or a serum card, he never chose to bid for it. It's not that serum cards and healing cards are bad, but that he doesn't need them at all. Such a magical card is something that only a true god can have. How could he have it? Is he the reincarnation of the true god? Or is he a descendant of the blood of the true god? So these magical cards were specially bestowed by the true god. Shang Guanchan gritted her teeth, and infinite thoughts suddenly appeared in her heart. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3177. Shang Guanchan's mind is dizzy now. Anyway, these thoughts kept flickering in her mind, making her not know what to do. All in all, it seems that only quick silence is better. After the 10 groups of serum cards were sold out, Fang Fan returned more than 500,000 high-grade star cores again. In addition to the more than 1 million he owned before, Fang Fan now has almost 2 million high-grade star cores. It's enough to promote a 7-star peak sanctuary to an 8-star peak sanctuary. 8-star peak sanctuary realm, an existence second only to Saint Venerable realm. If the Blood Shuro Legion of the 7-star peak sanctuary realm is raised to the 8-star peak sanctuary realm, then the peak combat power can continue to improve. Once the Blood Shuro Legion uses the Legion's exclusive skill Sura Unity, it can increase its combat power by 2 levels. Although it can only last for 10 minutes, it is enough. Fang Fan thought to himself, and the gleam in his eyes grew more and more. As for the remaining star cores, you can still buy some other applicable cards. Fang Fan thought to himself, and the corners of his mouth could not help but rise slightly. At this moment, the auction is gradually drawing to a close. The legendary finale will also be revealed gradually. In the subsequent auction process, many high-quality goods also appeared, but unfortunately there were very few price increases. The existence of healing cards and serum cards basically scooped up all the star cores in the audience, and they couldn't come up with more star cores to bid for these things. To put it bluntly, the road ahead has basically been completely cut off. At this time, Fang Fan, who was holding a lot of money, made frequent moves, but missed a lot. For example, a semi-artifact worth tens of thousands of high-grade star cores may be auctioned for only 8,000 high-grade star cores, which is uncompetitive. This guy by Biao wanted to make a move, but he was afraid of being fooled by Fang Fan, so he complained frequently, but he didn't dare to make a move. The things on the scene are quite real. The last auction item is also the finale item of this auction. I know that many of you are here for this finale. Then let's unveil the finale of this auction now. A strong demigod level true dragon crystal. Everyone. You heard it right? It is the dragon crystal of a strong demigod level true dragon. How precious this is to many demigod level powerhouses, you should know. If some experts in the Supreme Saint realm have the opportunity to come into contact with such a demigod dragon crystal, they may be able to be promoted successfully according to the rules provided by the demigod dragon crystal. The opportunity is right in front of you. Whether you can seize it or not is up to you. This road has never been easy. The key is how you want to go. Excited? 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 Okay. Let's not talk much. Next, we will auction this demigod dragon crystal. The starting price is 10,000 high-grade star cores. Every increase in price must not be less than 100 high-grade star cores. Auctioneer 11ER was screaming with all her might, and the atmosphere of the audience was once again moved. A strong demigod-level true dragon crystal. It contains the energy accumulation of a strong demigod real dragon's life. In the dragon crystal, there are countless Deo rules and God's laws engraved in it. If one can really comprehend something, a cultivator of the Supreme Saint realm may become a demigod in one step. And those demigods might go one step further. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3178. Therefore, the true dragon crystal of the demigod realm is too popular. For some forces in the audience, their essential purpose is for this true dragon crystal. In order to be able to get this true dragon crystal at all costs. Even with a huge sum of money in his pocket at the beginning, he is bound to win this true dragon crystal. The starting price of 10,000 top-grade star cores is too insignificant compared to this powerful demigod-level dragon crystal. 20,000 high-grade star cores. 30,000. 50,000. 60,000. 80,000 high-grade star cores. The bids continued. Basically, 10,000 and 10,000 are added upwards. At first the voices seemed extremely loud. But gradually, these voices also weakened. There are some things that really shouldn't be studied too deeply. If you study too deeply, you may let yourself get involved in it. This feeling is not as good as imagined. It even feels like my brain is buzzing. For many bidders, they want to continue bidding with all their strength, but they find that the road ahead is blocked. There is no chance now. This shit is still playing with a hammer. I don't have enough star cores in my hand, what to bid for? Having experienced the previous competition for serum cards and healing cards, there are really very few people who can have 100,000 top-grade star cores in their hands. 100,000. This is less than 100,000 high-grade star cores. In box number 13 on the third floor, the Bloodborne Hay, the master of the Dark Academy, who had been silent for a long time, could not let out another roar. These 100,000 top-grade star cores are already his last net worth. If this wave of net worth also declines, then everything will be lost. Closing would be the best declaration. Thinking about this, the whole person suddenly trembled. This is the task that the ancestor entrusted to him. The ancestor is at a critical moment of promotion, and desperately needs this powerful demigod-level dragon crystal. Originally, he carried no less than 500,000 high-grade star cores with him, but now, after being cheated several times, there are only 100,000 left. This is the last chance. If he can successfully take down this powerful demigod-level dragon crystal, it will be easy for the palace master to say, at least these things can be explained to the end. For the sake of Long Jing, the ancestor may have let him go. Stop bidding. Whoever bids will die. Master Ben remembers. My young master, I crush the audience. Who dares to continue bidding? Don't you want to live? He couldn't help but started to murmur to himself, the voice was so small that basically only he could hear it. This is an intense prayer for an uncertain future. I'm afraid I will die on the spot. If that's the case, why not just play with a hammer with this mentality? At this moment, we must stabilize the audience. Hold on, don't be impetuous in the slightest. To be honest, among so many cultivators in the audience, there are really not many who can produce more than 100,000 high-grade star cores at this moment. And not everyone needs this dragon crystal. At this moment, after Dang He was unable to bid 100,000 yuan, the auction venue really fell silent. Time passed by every minute and every second, and Heofu's breathing gradually became more rapid, his lips couldn't help trembling slightly, and his mentality also exploded. The moment when thoughts take off, let everything die here. Such feelings cannot be expressed in a few words. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3179. 100,000 high-grade star cores for the first time. The second time for 100,000 top-grade star cores. Auctioneer 11ER also started to carry out routine steps. Everything looks so exciting. He couldn't know how much saliva he swallowed, and how much cold sweat broke out on his forehead. He felt that he had found that glimmer of light in the endless darkness. He is about to take off in full swing. Opportunity will be right in front of you. He couldn't help being excited. At this moment, the rosy color on the face can't help but increase. All in all, it's hard to stop. Let it all explode in full swing. 110,000 high-grade star cores. At the critical moment, a sound broke the rules and broke all the hope of Heofu. With a click, the dream is gone, it's nothing. Ah, this is so. It is true? Or delusional? How does it feel so unbelievable? What is the key to it? Why do I feel cold sweat on my forehead? Good guy. My mentality is broken. A wave exploded directly. Box number 7. It's him. It's still him. Fang Fan. You're against Master Ben again. Ah. Fang Fan. This young master wants to tear your corpse into thousands of pieces. Fang Fan. A heart-piercing roar came, and the whole audience trembled. At this moment, all words are completely silent. Everyone's eyes gathered here, and the facial expressions changed very realistically. Opening his mouth at this moment, his figure couldn't help trembling. The moment when the mentality exploded cannot be expressed in a few words. From Fang Fan's point of view, I really didn't notice that he couldn't. He just simply thought that this mighty demigod-level dragon crystal might be of special benefit to the little golden dragon. Anyway, Xiao Jinlong is also a member of the dragon clan. This demigod-level dragon crystal has great effects and functions for ordinary practitioners, let alone a member of the dragon clan like the little golden dragon. As for spending some star core or something, that's not a problem. The irritable He couldn't help jumping out of the box, wanting to rush to Fang Fan and yell. In the end, he was pinched tightly by the withered old man. Don't be ashamed. This is Tianlan Chamber of Commerce. And it's still on the side of Yuanqi Academy. Do you want everyone in the world to laugh at my dark academy? The haggard old man always has more experience. As he was talking at the moment, his face became more ugly. All in all, there are many things hidden in this heart. This mood is naturally not much better. It's not bad if it doesn't directly follow the full burst. To a certain extent, at this moment, it is considered to be the type with a good mentality. Ah! Fang Fan. Here, there is you without me. You will be my dark enemy in this life. He couldn't help but yell a few times with his mouth at this moment. As for his actions, he was completely silent. After all, that's exactly what's going on, it's nothing. Now the highest auction price for this strong demigod level dragon crystal is 110,000 high-grade star cores. Is there a higher price? This is a strong demigod level dragon crystal. With this dragon crystal, you may be able to step into the demigod realm. Achieve the demigod position. Enjoy the full bonus of the power of faith. Is there really no higher auction price? This dragon crystal is the finale of this field. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 3180. Auctioneer 11ER tried her best to raise the price. But no one seems to care about her. After all, everyone doesn't have any star cores in their hands. According to common sense, this kind of strong demigod dragon crystal can usually bid for 40,000 to 50,000 high-grade star cores. 110,000 high-grade star cores, this price is almost the same as the free one. Moreover, dragon crystals of this level will not be short of sales. For those demigod powerhouses, they are willing to spend a lot of money to buy them in all directions. From this point of view, in fact, everything seems quite real. After all, that's really the case. The feeling is also particularly profound. At this moment, are you still here non-stop? Really, is there really no higher price? Auctioneer 11ER feels her lips are a little chapped. If she had enough star cores, she would want to pick them up. Under normal circumstances, it is necessary to test the eyesight to pick up the omissions. And this, nothing needs to be tested, knowing that it is earned by blood, it is impossible to lose. Those cultivators in the auction house also know that this is an excellent opportunity, but so what? No matter how good the opportunity is, if you don't grasp it, it's nothing. For many people, there is such a threshold. At this moment, I could only sigh softly, and then my helpless eyes began to look around. Damn it! 110,000 high-grade star cores can bid for this finale demigod dragon crystal. I have earned hundreds of thousands of high-grade star cores. Damn it! I would have taken it easy before I knew it. Hee, our star core was buried in the auction of healing cards and serum cards, so what's left? Hey, I can only say that he is really awesome. Anyway, we don't have that life. It's a shame, but I feel helpless. Speaking of it, that's actually the case, as long as we know it in our hearts. Hold on. Hold on all the way. If you want to say that he is awesome, the boss Fang Fan in the 7th box on the 3rd floor is awesome. Damn it, he makes money every time he strikes. If we have that vision, why are we here? Don't talk, it's nothing. Humming treasures have been taken into his hands, the demon subduing bamboo worth at least 1 million high-grade star cores before, plus this is worth 40 or 50 the demigod dragon crystal of the 10,000 top grade star core. Jealous. I'm so humming jealous. SHH, jealousy has a hammer, and my mentality has collapsed. Brain hurts. This Fang Fan has all kinds of treasures on him, and his net worth is at least more than 1 million high-grade star cores. Good on, even those demigods probably don't have such a net worth. Crap. I'm so envious and jealous. How about we vote? A vote? Hey, is this okay? This is too tempting, don't tempt me like this, I really can't stand it. It's. He, what are you afraid of? Just go up and do it. Take off. The yelling continued. The surrounding noises never stopped. The wonderful pictures in this auction venue are really heart-stirring. Easily earn hundreds of thousands or even millions of high-grade star cores. Who can stand this? Basically, if you seize an opportunity, you can enjoy it for a lifetime. Financial freedom can be achieved directly, and then a flat life begins.